Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome to some Total War Troy, a Total War Saga, where I'm going to be doing another little preview of another faction, and we're going to be doing Aeneas here, the Lord of Dardania. I think it's pronounced Aeneas, though I've had a little bit of a look, and it's got several possible considered correct pronunciations, so I'll go with Aeneas. Anyway, this is going to be sort of 20-minute or so video, just having a look at his start position, and his various abilities and things, just to get a look at what he's like in game, where he starts. I'll be doing this for all of the heroes in Troy, so feel free to have a look through all of those as well. Also, first things first, big thank you to CA for the early access to the game, and it is an early access build, so do expect certain things to potentially not be right, and things may well change before you get access, guys. So first thing first, faction. His faction sort of buffs for him. Divine Omens. Spend resources in a sacrifice to be given missions by the gods. Complete the missions to earn extra divine favour. Sounds quite fun. Stygian Voices. You can converse with the dead heroes for their wisdom to gain a variety of effects. When you do, happiness and divine favour will drop. As important heroes die in war, you can converse with them too. Oh, that's cool. As you expand, you might come across an ancient hero's final resting place, which will allow you to converse with them. So that's cool. That's very cool. Obviously, is for him, so nice, interesting things. He's recommended. He's an infantry-based wrestler with a big variety of decent, cheap, light units which can be used in human wave attacks before heavy infantry engage. He does not get the defender-type heroes, so he's obviously designed to be an aggressive character. His special units. Dardanian chargers, so they're a heavy charge units, melee experts with a missile thing. They are two-handed club infantry. Rabble, a light rabble, that's what it says. They're an expendable unit, which means that other people don't care when they fall. Fearless swordsmen, shield and sword infantry, so they're a heavy experts in flanking, shielded, and they've got a special missile weapon to throw. Dardanian defenders, they're club and shield, they're basically the same but with a club instead, so slightly different stats though. And the Dardanian mob, it's basically the same as the rabble but with a shield. Okay, I'm not going to read through all of his blurb, guys. If you want to pause and go through that now, you're more than welcome to. He is the son of Aeneas and Aphrodite. Ooh. So he gets extra favour from Aphrodite, and -10 income for all light units. So he does sound very interesting. We're going to go and have a look at what he's like in campaign now and claim our destiny.
Are we mere playthings of the gods? Or do we plead divine influence to justify our foolish choices?
He's taken her! He's taken my wife! You've risked the safety of Troy.
Troy is my home now.
You have my oath, brother. She will be returned to you.
Brother, I can fight! Go, seek shelter. There'll be plenty of fighting ahead.
The wrath of Achaea will descend upon Troy. Paris acted in love, but he has incited war. Whether the walls of Iliad will endure, only the gods can tell.
So Aeneas, son of Aphrodite, stands ready to protect his kinsman in Troy, eagerly awaiting his coming destiny. I will constantly call him Aeneas rather than Aeneas. Sorry.
Paris of Troy must pay!
O great-hearted Aeneas, your cousin Hector is King Priam's eldest son and Troy's greatest warrior. He is well aware of the danger coming from the west.
Brother, your foolish passion has doomed us.
Fear not, noble cousins. I stand with you.
Recent incursions from the Aeolians devastated Erisbe. You are now at war with King Merops. Look to the northern bank of the Hellespont. The hostile Chersonesos seek control of this strategically vital peninsula. Beside the sacred springs of Scamandros, your cousin Hector rules wisely in the name of King Priam. His brother Paris rules from a well-built city overlooking the Aegean. In the Western Isles, another of Troy's princes, God-touched Troilos, protects the coast from hostile incursions to aid all seafarers. Secure your holdings, then aid your cousins against the coming Achaean storm.
Okay, so I'm not going to go through the how to play, because this is literally what we discussed before we went in. It's about divine opens and Stygian voices. So first thing first, we have to defeat an enemy. So let's look. They've got a
Aeneas
much
of
smaller
Dardania.
army caster here than me.
Destiny
Obviously,
called.
I am a shielded club hero. We've got some Anatolian swordsmen, some coastal club fighters, some decent medium guys, and some axe chargers and some light skirmishers to start with. First things first, let's just attack, have a quick battle, and then we'll look at some of the other bits and pieces, guys.
Go at them!
Easy victory, but it is my first battle. I will always try and fight for first battles. I may be playing this guy in the playthrough, guys. I'm not decided yet. If I do, I will continue on from this. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to. Obviously, I may have done a few episodes for a few of them before I decide. Weather conditions, dry, no adverse effects. Let's stick with that. Nice open plain for us here. Obviously, we want to be in the centre. I'm going to keep these guys as my sort of core in the centre. These are more... they're the poor morale shielded. So I'm going to use these guys as my flanks. And you can see they barely have a formation. So I'm going to pop them on the flanks. You're going to go behind, and you are just going to use... these guys are a bit... I'm not a fan of the axe troops so far. Well, they're good, but they're poor defense, so they're very good to support. I don't like using them... supporting or flanking, they are not frontline troops, even though they don't have a terrible defense. But, well, these guys are much better. There we go. And obviously, my skirmishers should actually be off to the sides as well. Let us march forwards. Watch my army marching here.
Spears!
Ooh, I definitely don't want to be doing that. So there we go as we march forwards towards our enemies slowly. Right. Where the heck are they? They're hiding somewhere. Damn cowards. I think I saw them up here briefly. Yes, I did. Advance straight in. These guys are going to move straight into the flank. They can throw over, but I prefer having them in the
Your
flank.
hero
So
is under attack.
what's our ability? Extra speed and plus 10% stamina. Obviously, they are going to have normal troops in here as well. I would assume they'd have normal troops, and there they are!
Your warriors have spotted hidden foes.
So extra speed and stamina for everybody. You guys are going to get behind and shoot there. You guys can smash into the centre here. Fighting in this scrub isn't great for watching the battle, but I mean, it's generally you wouldn't try and fight main battles and stuff like this, but we are shredding them, I think.
Victory is close enough to taste.
Yeah. Turn and hit them, please. No, I want to stay fighting on him. Because Castor is struggling. Let's get some of my mediums into assist against Castor. He is a defender champion. Which obviously shielded his companion, so highly they are highly mobile sports, can support a great deal of friendly units. What are his buffs? Basically, I just need to fight him and kill him.
Aeneas!
He's a defender, which just means he's upper at defense. God damn it, get onto them, please. Let's toggle skirmish mode off, and you can shred those goddamn slingers. You've got spears, you should be much better at killing them, and javelins even. The issue is they're in this scrub, which helps them. Ooh, we actually have a little duel going on here now. Had. Oh, some of them have come back. Not even twigged of that. There we go. Decisive victory, and I definitely don't want to click rematch by mistake. That would be bad. We lost 51. Obviously, they were a much smaller force than me, so it was never going to be difficult battering Castor there. From Apessos. We were at war with them, and they are up to the north of us, so we've got a nice enemy to start with, which is always fun. We'll take on their troops to replenish.
My worth is proof.
And so we're in a good position. We've got these guys up here. Obviously, we have been told these guys are
I'm sure we can sort this out.
Yeah. Oh, they're at war with the Amazons, wherever they are. Who knows? We may get to see them at some point in a future episode. But yeah. So obviously we've got a nice place to push up here, which is quite good having somewhere to push early on, because you don't always seem to get that. Yes, we've got nice territory to expand into relatively quickly, and then we can expand up here as well. Are these guys?
We have much to discuss.
Allies of Troy. I don't like people being allied with Troy. Though there's large areas up here to expand into as well, but we want to make sure we get the Hellespont to start with here. Early in this campaign. Anyway, what we're going to do, so we're going to look at Stygian voices. Okay about that. So obviously we can talk to these various people to get things. So I could commune with Ascaris, -5 happiness for 2 turns, but extra aura size plus bonuses to recruitments. Basically, they all provide different bonuses, which is really quite cool. Jason, so Dardanius. Ooh, extra food, extra movement range. That might be nice occasionally. Illus, making construction quicker. I'm not going to do any of those at the moment because I don't see any real benefit to do it. Obviously, favour of all the gods reduced. Divine Omens. So we can request a mission here. Reading the omens will let us discern the path of our gods. Available in 4 turns, so that's not available just yet. So first thing first, let us settle a city, which costs food, wood, and stone. Now, colonise there, as you might notice, and also use up troops. We've got multiple resources at the top here, which are all used for different things, so balancing them is quite useful. Gold actually seems about the least used one, because most of the units use food, and some of the better ones use copper as well. Sorry, bronze as well. I should really stop calling it copper by mistake. And we have leveled up. Plus 50% melee attack, please, because I want him to be a powerhouse in battle. And let us start repairing that city. Yeah. And let's end turn. We're going to get a couple of other things pop up. I'm going to do them as the missions pop up rather than preempting them, guys. Just to show them off for you. A King's Decree. So we've got to issue a royal decree, and then we'll get some bonuses. And a Thirst for Conquest, maintain control over one entire province. So a King's Decree, this is basically the tech tree, guys. I'm not going to teach you to suck eggs, it's a tech tree. You know how it works. Ooh, influence is nice. But I'm going to go for food to start with, because it goes down to growth. So influence is nice. Influence, basically, in your regions, you have a certain amount of influence there. If you've got high influence, you get various buffs for having high influence. So certain things, like certain buildings, will, when you've got high influence, will produce more, certainly production buildings and the like. And muster the troops. There we go. So we're going to move down to here. I am going to recruit a few more troops.
I will do my duty.
Dardanian mob are bog standard early spears. They're not as good as the other spear units. Let's get a couple of mob units for some spears and a couple of coastal club fighters, I think. Which are better. They cost more. They do more damage, so yeah, let's get a couple of, one club fighter. In fact, no, I should get some javelins there. Okay, and let's have a quick look at our sort of top tier units, which units we get access to. So the Dardanian chargers are top tier. We've got a lot more lighter units. Heavy Anatolian swords, heavy Anatolian spearmen. So we do have some good heavy units, but they're not our top tier. Fearless swordsmen, Dardanian defenders. Okay, and obviously heavy Trojan chariots. That's nice, as well as various other bits and pieces. We're going to give it a couple of turns, then we're going to advance on here. Though there's not too much defending it. And I want to go for long enough so that I can show you off the missions we get. There you go, we completed muster of troops, laying the foundations, construct a building, and upgrade a settlement. So they are always your early things, so upgrade a settlement. Is it upgrade a settlement or a settlement building? Upgrade any settlement building, so let's upgrade that. I'm going to leave building a building until next turn, and let us advance on here to get the whole region. Nice, easy, awesome.
Go at them.
Ouch! I do love these little animations they get. They are quite cool. Straight up occupying it. And as per some of the other games, you get buffs for doing things like winning or losing. You do also have armor and stuff if we go into the characters. And we've leveled up again. No, I want to buff him even more. just reduces its cooldown. I like that. Being able to use abilities like that more often is good. 2 more turns, so we're going to skip through a couple of turns quite quickly while we replenish. Obviously, we've got the whole region now, so we have to assign a commandment. I will do happiness and growth to start with, so we're going to hold games. We'll replenish for a couple of turns, probably going to build up a bit as well, and then we will advance more. Got our royal commandment out, so that was one of our missions.
Son of Aphrodite. I shall do so.
Their upkeep is quite good. Lots of light units straight away here, which I do quite like, actually. A couple more mobs and another javeliner. Okay, and now we're going to be able to have a look at that shiny mission. So there you go, completed that mission. Growing influence, maintain control of 2 provinces, and have an army of 20 strength. But let's have a look at the divine omens. There you go. So now we can read the omens. Sacred rituals require a sacrifice of resources. Shall we proceed? Accept. Okay, so raid the following region. Priataps. And we'll gain buffs towards favour for Poseidon.
Divinely watched.
So let's have a do of that.
As
So
the gods
favour,
will,
guys,
I will do my duty.
is up here. You've got divine will and you get favour for the gods. Each one provides buffs depending on how much favour you have with them. You can use a heticon to increase your favour, but let's end turn. We're raiding here and we'll see what we get next turn. Oh, I think it was this one, not this one. Never mind. We can always go there in the future, but that is where we're going to leave this one for now, guys. So thank you for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. If you do want to see this sort of thing for more characters, I'm going to be doing one of these little things for sort of start, a little preview of the start for all of the characters, having a quick look at their mechanics, their start position, and their troops and such likes. Certainly, I do like this guy's start because you've got a nice place to expand into early. As well as you've got places across the Hellespont you can start pushing into straight away. So Aeneas does look like a very fun start one. Plus you're close enough at home to Troy so that you've got backup and reinforcements if needed. As always, if you have enjoyed this, please do like and subscribe for more similar content. A big thank you to my patrons as well, because you really do help make all of this content, guys. Also, please pop comments down below. Because it really... Pop comments down below, guys, of what you think about him, and whether you think you'll be giving him a go, if you think I pronounced his name completely and utterly incorrectly, because I usually do. And as always, thank you all for watching.